Hi there and welcome to today's video. Over the next couple of videos we're going to go into a bit more depth on Google AdWords, and I'm going to continue using my younger brother's account as an example, the account I set up for him last week. A quick update on that. He's had 3 or 4 inquiries off the back of it so far. He's on a job today actually, and he's already made more than his money back on what he paid to get that job, and he's quoting another couple, so things are looking really good, and it just shows how effective Google AdWords can be. Anyway, stop talking about that for now, and we will talk about what we're going to cover today, which is the anatomy of an advert and when you pay for it. And so we'll talk about that, and then in tomorrow's video we'll go into a little bit more depth about the different elements of the adverts, and over the next few videos after that we'll cover a few of the other elements and explain what they are and how they work. So first of all, let's talk about an ad, and these are all the ads here. You can tell the ads because they've got the word ad by them. You can see this is my little brother's advert appearing under Plasterer Sheffield. Now when we look at these, there are different elements. There's a bit here which is highlighted, which is called the headline, and actually it's made up of 2 things called headline 1 and headline 2, and you can normally tell the difference between headline 1 and headline 2 because headline 1 is the first part and there's normally a break, be it a pipe or a dash, and then headline 2 here. The next thing you have here is your description, which is actually what you're saying about your business, and I've highlighted that there. You've also got the URL, which is your website address, ashfield.co.uk for these, or sorry, Ashfield for this particular one, or Plaster My House for my brother. And finally you've got these elements here. I say finally, the second to last, you've got these elements here which are called call-outs, and they're little statements you make about your business. And the last thing we've got here is your extensions, which are your advert extensions, and these only appear if your advert is showing in the top couple, and these are clickable. So if you notice, you can click on the top link here, you can click on these call outs particularly, and these are meant to drive people to a specific page. So that's the overall advert. Now if somebody clicks on any of these elements, you pay for that click. And it's a bidding system, so in theory the more you pay, the higher up you appear on the rankings, but that's not strictly true, because actually somebody who's appearing number 1, if they're doing everything right, will pay less for a click potentially than somebody who's appearing at number 4, which sounds a bit counterintuitive, but this is how it works. Essentially Google looks at several elements. One is how relevant your ad is, how relevant the page that it's then landing on is. So for example, if I've created this advert for Reliable Local Plasterer for Plasterer Sheffield, and then it lands on a page all about massage, it's not very relevant, so I will be paying an absolute ton for the click, whereas actually if it's landing on a page all about plastering, I'll be paying less because that's really relevant. And think of it like this: Google makes its money from people searching it and clicking on adverts and going to pages which are relevant to them. So if it doesn't serve up relevant content, then it's not going to make money, because people are going to click on the ad, go, oh, this isn't relevant, I'll go and use Bing, or I'll go and use someone else to actually find that information. So the more relevant your page can be to your advert, the better. It also rewards you if you do lots of call outs. It also rewards you if you do ad extensions. And the final thing it rewards you for is writing damn good adverts. And by a damn good advert, I mean an advert that gets people to click on and then actually engage with your website. So your advert needs to be well written, and there's a thing called click-through rate. So that is the percentage of people who look at your advert and then click through it. So if 100 people see your advert and 5 people click, that's a 5% click-through rate, and Google like people with a high click-through rate, and that lowers your overall cost per click. So that's enough talking about pricing, and in tomorrow's video we'll start to talk about these ads and how they are structured within the AdWords account. See you tomorrow.